Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 6 of Ashes of the Lost, our Warhammer Wrath and Glory game here on Magi RPG. 6 episodes. Always impressed by my players here to get into the world of Warhammer and blow shit up. Oh, I shouldn't have sworn that 7 seconds within the recording of YouTube.
YouTube's gonna strike us
Just
now.
censor it. It's
Anyway.
Bleep.
Some announcements. Ignite Recall comes back next Tuesday, June 10th,
Ooh.
6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Really looking forward to seeing this one come back. Love Ignite Recall. Love playing NPCs in Ignite Recall and loving seeing those NPCs die. Awesome deaths. Yeah. And then for the next episode of Ashes of the Lost, we will be playing tomorrow. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll probably get it the day after. But we'll be playing tomorrow again because some of us will be out of town next week and the following Friday. So tomorrow will be episode 7, and then maybe we'll end it tomorrow. Maybe we'll end it towards the end of June. Depends what the players do. We'll figure it out. Prep for every scenario. I'm not. Anyway, content warning as always. Warhammer can be dark, gritty, grim, dark, gory, violent. Just little content warning for all our viewers out there. Stuff can get heavy, so take breaks as needed. Come back when you can. We appreciate you nonetheless. I think that's about it.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed it is.
Well, without further ado, let's get into episode 6 of Ashes of the Lost.
That's a good question.
All right. Episode 6. As always, a monologue about the current state of Vorgoroth. Faith is not given. Faith is forged. In blood, in ash, or in silence. In the hollows of a defiled basilica, the faithful struck down liars cloaked in piety. Chainsword teeth bit deep into false flesh, and a sister of battle stood unshaken, the words of the God Emperor still echoing in her soul. But purity demands a cost. The censer of St. Agatha has left its reliquary. The true altar now lies beneath rubble and ruin. And below it all, a deeper infection spreads. Veins of heresy and hunger dug into the world's marrow. The light of the Emperor was found and lost in a single breath. Their sanctuary is now gone, their path uncertain. And as they climb from the dust, one question lingers in its stillness. What does it mean to be holy on a world that no longer knows how to pray? We start this episode on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Belphagus, you had asked Sister Sarissa a question.
Yes, I believe he had asked what she knows about Sister Agatha, or Saint Agatha. Looking to ask information about the censer, the holy relic that we had found in the previous session. I believe Balficus was not able to ascertain what it did yet, so he's curious about that, and that's prompted him to want to speak to Sarissa. So he just left it hanging in the air.
What
so when
do you know of?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was just gonna say it again.
Well, you can ask because I have a follow-up.
Okay.
What do you know of Saint Agatha?
Question is, do you just ask this, Balfigus, without any context? Because I don't know that that thing exists.
I have not brought it
Okay.
up yet.
Okay. You just ask out of the blue, basically.
Yeah, you know what? Balficus is holding it in his hands, the censer,
Yeah, and
when he
it's the
asks, but he doesn't offer any other context.
it's the question of if I put two and two together, but I might not quite. It may take me a little bit of time. So when you first ask out of the blue, you can see a bit of a confusion on Sister Sarissa's face, having a tech priest ask about this. And storyteller, I assume I know the story of Saint Agatha, yes?
I would assume so, yes.
Okay. I look to you, Balfigus, and I know that she, like many of our faith, was a martyr.
A martyr?
Yes.
Tell me more.
And he'll ask to see if there's any other information that she might know, about that might differ from what he has.
She would describe how she sees it, that Saint Agatha was burned at the stake for standing up for what she believed in.
And her fate? The miracle.
As she died. And she looks, and now she's registering and looking at the sensor. As she died, the sensor that she had ignited and wiped out the people there. Is Balfigus?
I detect no mechanism, no pressure trigger or fuel reserve, no initiator circuit. It should do nothing, and yet it did something.
It did something.
New.
Yes, Balfigus. That is what happens when your faith is so ignited. Miracles can happen, Balfigus.
So you are saying that you believe this is divine function?
Absolutely, it's divine. Is that it? Can I see that? And I start to move closer to you at that sensor.
He's gonna actually, he's absent-mindedly, like as you say you're reaching for it, you're able to just grab it out of his hands as he's like cataloging and writing, and you hear him say,
Scroll Keeper catalog records regarding Saint Agatha and Holy Device X5G2972
and he starts cataloging. And the scroll keeper comes. The cherub comes around, grabs another scroll, pulls it onto his mechanism, and he starts writing notes furiously.
She grabs the sensor, you asking these questions as like she's almost in disbelief, like she's like there's no way, and then she just looks at the sensor to inspect it.
Give me a, let's see. You can give me an scholar roll or investigation.
Do scholar.
DN3.
3 successes.
As you hold it in your hand, sister, even though you're wearing power armored gloves, gauntlets, you feel the warmth of the sensor through. It's warm in your hand.
This can't be. Is this truly here?
It
This-
exists.
This is a holy relic.
Correct.
And it was brought, and we found it, Balfagus. This was placed here for a reason. This is incredible. And now, like, she's getting more worked up, and this might be like where everybody else starts hearing it, because she's like, Emperor be praised. This is a great sign, Balfagus. We have found a divine and holy relic of my order.
Correct.
And Balfagus, he's this is about as excited as he gets, but he's very excited. He's extremely, extremely excited right now.
Correct. We must treat this with proper care. I will take care of this, Balfagus. I must. This is an item of holy purpose.
The machine will stay in my care. It is the responsibility of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
I think I should be the one taking this, Balfagus. If you don't remember the story, Saint
You will
Agatha...
remand the device to me immediately, sister.
Saint Agatha died, and this is the last of her purifying flame. This may have properties that can help us in the greater fight. And I don't think your mechanical devices will be able to detect that. This is something beyond that. This is...
Nothing is beyond the machine god, sister.
There's one thing. There's one thing, Balfagus. That's the master of mankind.
He doesn't understand. To him, that's the same thing. He doesn't understand what you're saying.
So where is
Do you
this
know what-
conversation being had? Is
I'm
this
imagining
just
it's
like
in the back of the Torox.
this is the
like
back
they're,
of the
they're sitting
Torox.
across from each other.
You guys
I'm
hear
driving.
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
you see Arthur looking increasingly irritated, and he looks over at the two of you. Right? So she wants the teapot. You don't want to give her the teapot.
This is a holy sensor.
Yeah, right.
Correct.
Holy teapot. So here's what we're going to do. Balfagus, by order of the quiz, it's mine now. Right?
Incorrect.
Well, you see, and he'll hand the paper over.
That damn
Right,
paper.
you see, line like 14 there says, yeah, it is. It's been requisitioned by Rogue Trader. Me. Name's dotted there, signed.
So, GM, like,
Yeah.
from my understanding, like, machines are the purview of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Yes.
There's a different type of hierarchy when it comes to that. This goes beyond the piece of paper to Balphagus. Would that be like not a realistic understanding of how he would see that situation?
So you're asking, Balphagus has this holy relic in his hands that he feels he needs to catalog and keep safe.
It needs to be studied. We don't know how it
yes.
works or what it does.
Arthur
Yeah.
is saying, I have a warrant of trade that's mine now. Who has the upper? Who has the hierarchy? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I want to know if there is a clear am I outright wrong here? Because I don't think Balphagus would make a ploy. Like, he wouldn't argue this just to argue it, right? Like, if there's a hierarchy, if that would work on 99% of the Adeptus Mechanicus, then Balphagus is no different.
Mm-hmm.
But if most of us would think this way, then Balphagus is no different. He's going to request that.
What I will say is, if we're going through straight hierarchy, then yes, Arthur would have the ability to requisition that relic. However, and I am not saying there needs to be PvP, but wars between the Adeptus Mechanicus and Space Marines or Sisters of Battle have been fought for so much less.
Oh, it's like that. Oh.
Damn.
It's like that.
It's rough in these streets.
If the Adeptus Mechanicus get a note that says, hey, I think there's a blueprint on this planet, they will go invade that planet searching for that blueprint, even if it's an Imperial planet. So, while yes, Arthur does have hierarchy with the warrant of trade, you could say no, but in the world of Warhammer, war has been fought for much less.
Scroll Keeper. Retrieve scroll. Epsilon Beta 92J 6.23. Warrant of trade.
And Balphagus is going to rattle off all of these times where the warrant of trade did not constitute, where the Adeptus Mechanicus utilized like a similar like hierarchy where they did not, or anybody didn't listen to a warrant of trade. Any documented time where where someone got away with that. I'm sure it has to have happened in in some of these wars.
So you rattle all that off, and Arthur just like his eyes just kind of go a little crossed. Like, that's a lot of words.
Okay.
Right. So is that a no then?
Correct.
This is ridiculous that we should even be arguing this. This is a holy relic of the Adeptus Sororitas. I should be the one keeping it. There should be no debate.
Are you aware of its function, sister? Do you understand how it performs? How it will react to your input?
I'm quite certain the more time I spend with it, by divine order, I will understand how it works and operates. You cannot just say what happens. When she died, burned at the stake by one of yours, should I add, the minute she died, this ignited. That is not something you can compute. That is simply what happens in the moment, in the faith, the feeling. And
There is nothing that cannot be computed, sister. All movement, all life, all breath, everything can be calculated. This relic, it must be understood. And at that time, should its function be known, I will return it to you.
You're muted.
Am I muted?
Oh, it just didn't. It cut
Oh.
out then.
Oh,
You're
okay. Sister Sarissa is, you can see like the tenseness in her face from this, the little like vein popping slightly, the signs of clear frustration. But she's not. Here. Take it. But know that if you hold this while we are in battle, it will mean nothing to you. And it will mean everything to me.
Understood.
God. Belphegis, you motherfucker.
Can I?
He said, okay.
I was about to ask. No, yeah, Belphegis just dropped the noted on you, you know? Yeah, what's Wolf doing right now? Is he just
You guys,
driving?
you guys notice that all the guardsmen are like fully like seatbelts on, locked in their chairs, and they like kind of are looking shakishly at Wolf, and he turns around. Okay, good. So it's all settled. I was gonna flip the Tarok while we were still in it, and whoever survived got the relic.
Yeah,
And it
right.
just
Can you
keeps
still
driving.
do that? Yeah. Just hit the brakes real quick.
Right now?
Yeah. See what happens. Right? They're not strapped in. Arthur just like grabs a handle.
I will do a pilot roll real quick.
Oh my God.
Are you really trying to brake check us right now?
Yeah.
Well, my power armor will protect me.
That's a 5 successes. But I put it at a DN3. I don't know what you want for that, Chris.
So while you're doing that,
Well, what do you guys?
Is this a contested
you're-
roll?
You're trying
He's
to
trying
brake
to-
check the car.
The Tarok, yes.
Are you trying to brake check it on purpose?
On purpose, yes.
Oh yeah, you brake check it.
just-
You don't lose control.
Arthur, the idea is if it gets brake checked and Balphagus and the sister both lose the sensor as like it goes up as it gets brake checked, Arthur is just
Oh.
gonna like, oh no, and like sleight of hand it
Okay. So
and
you're
just like try to.
I see. Okay.
That,
So we're-
that was what I was planning on doing.
I love that we've come to an agreement, and Arthur's like, no, I'm gonna take it. I've been slighted.
100%. You
He's like,
said
"I'm
no.
annoyed."
You said no to my warrant of trade, which means we now take it. Because it was either that or take it while you're sleeping, which still might have to happen.
Which
Okay.
now I'm wondering if he's even gonna give it to you. It's just his. I feel like.
So I will let you guys decide, or we can just make it pretty even. Because doing an athletics check with Sister Sarissa versus Balphagus doesn't seem quite.
Well, we gotta
fair.
roll.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta roll if that's the case. I mean, we can't just leave. You can't just give it to her automatically.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'd say both of you roll 3d6 or 3.
Oh no, you're gonna make it fair? Like, I know. I mean,
it's in both of your hands. You're not like fighting over it. If you were physically fighting over it,
I don't have it. I let her take it.
Oh.
I was trusting. She took it out of my
Oh.
hands.
Oh.
I don't have it.
She gave it back to you.
Yeah, she
Yeah, I
said
thought
here.
that was the whole like there was like she was giving it back to you because you said give it back, and to me it was like there's as both of their hands touch, Wolf just like a brake checks the whole thing.
Fair. Okay. Yeah. Well, he's gonna try to grab it. Yeah. So I don't know.
All right.
Is it contested then if she's giving it to me, or is it just me rolling? Like, what is?
Then roll a
Trying to
I
be
guess
5, 6. What is
if-
it? DM5 or would it be?
for him to hang on to it.
I guess for us to hang on to it. I guess she's gonna try to grab it too, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Chris is
know.
like, I don't like how unbalanced this is.
Yeah.
Have me roll whatever you want me to roll. I'm sorry. I was just confused.
The only
for a
thing that
second.
the only like skill check is strength, because like you're trying to hang on to it and it's a physical activity. So I guess Balphagus, go ahead and roll your one die.
It could
versus-
also be like a cunning or like like some kind of sleight of hand for like dexterous.
cunning.
Like
Yeah, let's do cunning.
You wanna do
-1
cunning?
in cunning.
Oh. some kind of like dex check. It would be like a acrobatics in
let me ask.
D&D.
Let me ask this. It's in Sister Sarissa's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur, would you, when it's still in her hands, when like, essentially, you see her handing it over, or it's still in her hands? Like, I'm just, you know what? Screw it. Give me athletics checks. I'm just gonna, what feels natural.
Yep, we're doing it.
No more car tricks from Wolf.
Yeah, so Wolf does the break check. Sister Sarissa, you
We all failed.
yes. Belphagus?
I did 0 successes.
Yes. Sister Sarissa, roll the complication for me.
You all failed.
Oh,
Let's
no!
fucking go.
Oh my
Let's
god!
fucking go.
Oh my god!
Chat. I rolled a wrath complication from my failure, and the complication consequence is lost item.
so Wolf break checks the Torox, and as Sister Sarissa is handing it
Emperor as well.
over to Belphagus, it slips from her hands, and for some reason, you hear the clang of metal on metal as it hits kind of the metal floor, and it falls through a gap in the floor. You don't hear any clinkety clank as it's rolling around. Maybe that gap leads to the outside. Maybe it fell out of the car.
Sorry, there was a Grox in the road.
Look
Just
what
keeps
you've
driving.
done. Keep
Where's the device?
I don't know. Can we look? It went down that crevice.
Exit the vehicle immediately.
All right.
He's gonna start ushering
boys,
people out.
Unstrap yourselves and take a look.
I'm still driving full buckets.
I couldn't have asked for a better complication. Thank you. Praise Nurgle. Praise Nurgle. Thank you. Thank you, grandfather.
That was the
Balphagus is
Emperor.
pushing the troopers out of the car, like with his feeble
So at
arms.
speed.
He's like trying to push them.
Wolf slams on the brakes. Sister Sarissa orders the troopers out. Everyone gets out. You start looking for the sensor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, that was so good.
Okay.
I will do an investigation roll for the sensor.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Everyone,
look for it
please
as well.
Give me an investigation roll.
Can
Gladly.
Can I use our team's glory?
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way.
Oh no.
Wow, we.
Oh no, I had a good one.
None of us are rolling great, but Balphagus rolled very good.
This is kind of Balphagus's thing.
Yeah.
Sister, go ahead and roll that complication for me.
Oh, I did get a complication.
You got a complication. Somehow I succeeded.
Oh, fantastic.
God. Warp interference, everybody.
The Chaos Gods are watching. As everyone is out and about, searching under the car, searching all the troopers, Sister Sarissa. Wolf, you got out as well, right?
Yeah, it was more of him kicking dirt
Got it.
around. Yeah,
Arthur, you got out?
Kicking dirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
he's looking.
Balphagus, did you get out, or were you looking inside the vehicle?
Well, I'm sure as we got out, I would just immediately start searching whatever was like the most logical, closest place from where I would have seen it go.
Yeah. Everyone's out looking around, and your cherub flies and goes underneath the Torox. And it flies out holding the sensor
Oh, praise the
and
Emperor.
just floating. It must have gotten caught on the drivetrain or the muffler. It almost
Ugh.
fell out of the vehicle.
The Emperor truly protects that this did not get destroyed or lost.
Hooray.
As the cherub brings it over, you see Balphagus' spindly arms like feebly reach for it, kind of trembling a little bit, and you can see that he is a little shaken by the idea that we almost lost this.
Right. You may hold on to it, Balphagus. Let's continue. Please. Everybody back in.
Belphicus, I need you to make a corruption test.
Oof.
Damn.
That
It's
is a
always Bijan's
a resolve.
Fear or terror? When I
Under
click it, it
combat,
asks
it
me
should.
Oh, yeah, when you click resolve, it
Oh,
asks
sorry,
me fear or
conviction.
terror.
Conviction. My apologies. Not resolve. Conviction. And then
Corruption. Okay.
Corruption.
Corruption roll. DN?
DN2.
Okay. Do you mind if I use a glory
Yeah, we
for
got him.
this? I would like-
Can you use
Oh,
glory on corruption?
Oh, it's not.
tests?
Is it
Maybe
combat?
that's not. Oh, you know what? It's probably not. That might be.
We got the sheet. We got the cheat sheet. Hold on.
Or wrath. Maybe it's wrath that I could use.
Wrath is to
Yeah.
re-roll die. Thought.
Oh yeah.
Or,
so
or
that's-
change
I'll
a
probably-
scene. Where's that
I'll
little
just use
mini-
wrath if I need to re-roll a die.
Sounds
That's
good.
what we'll do. Okay. 1 success. Oh no, wrath complication, double corruption points.
Oh no.
Can I want. Oh wait, can you not re-roll? I'm guessing you can't.
It's not giving
Can
you
you
the
roll?
option.
Oh no, you can. Okay. Okay.
Don't fail again.
Sorry.
That's insane.
Okay.
But your wrath die still stands. You succeed, but as the sensor nests in your hand, your sigil cortex starts blowing up. Not physically, but every sensor in your head starts getting triggered. You hear the internal beeps. You hear essentially like when pressure gets too high and you get warning signs or red lights, but this is all internal. Every part of your senses ignites for a second as you hear laughter out in the distance.
That's definitely very troubling
Mm-hmm.
to Balphagus. Is there some direct? Does it feel like it's coming from somewhere specific?
It's all around you. Your sensors are really good at picking up your awareness, your insight. All of this stuff is so finely tuned to a needle's edge that something is triggering it all to just go haywire.
Balphagus would be scanning the surroundings. You'd see him holding the device, and his eye whirring around, looking at everything. He's starting to sweat.
Is this divine will? What is this sound?
Nobody else hears anything.
You broke him.
Uh,
Anybody know how to? I don't know.
Maybe
Got
he's finally hearing.
a wrench or something?
Maybe
all
he's
right, you
finally
got a
hearing
reset
the call.
button.
I
So
think
when we-
perhaps we leave him in his thoughts. He's probably condoning for what he's done.
Is this innovation? Iteration? What is this?
and he's looking at the device, and he's hearing the laughing. His eyes are going wide, or at least the one eye that he does have.
It's not coming from the device. But somehow... And it's not loud. It's like a child's laughter in the distance, but you hear it all around you. But your sensors pick up nothing.
All right,
Is
Marcus.
the laughing?
Is it just going and going?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Is it persisting? Is it
No.
stopping?
No, it dials down. Your sensors go back to normal.
All right, Marcus, Phineas, get Grandpa back in the truck. Let's start heading toward our mission objective. Remember, everyone, we're here for a reason.
Yes, we are here for a reason, and we must continue on that path. Let us go.
Okay. You all hop back in. Do you take the same seats? Arthur, are you back up at front? Wolf, you still driving?
Mm-hmm.
Sister Sarissa, both, I guess, across from one another?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. You start driving. Is it... I imagine it's silent in the Torox from here on out.
There's enough action for the afternoon.
Yeah. Wolf, go ahead and give me a survival roll, DN3.
Got it. 2 successes for a failure.
Okay. Give me 1 second. As you're driving, you hear the Vox inside the cabin. You hear just static come through. And you didn't turn it to any frequency.
Start smacking it as he's driving.
As you're smacking it, you hear, "This is Sergeant McCabe from the Ironclad Regiment. I need backup. We're being overrun." And then static.
All right. Anybody else hear that?
Heard it. Is it towards the same direction as our destination?
You don't know.
I think we've had enough distractions for the day, and he turns the volume down. Keeps driving.
Okay. You just turn it down. You just turn the radio off.
He's pissed because that was a full
What?
mission objective first.
We
we
do
just
keep
going to
getting sidetracked.
Are
Yeah.
we just going to ignore that distress call?
Oh, it's okay, sister. There are no sensors, probably just people. He just keeps driving.
I
Okay.
think we should stop and help.
Oh,
Does this not?
Um,
Are we not here to help this planet?
he pulls over.
Correct. We are not here to help this planet.
and as
I
you pull over, sorry, sister,
Yeah, go ahead.
you see maybe 200 meters away smoke rising over a hill. Other side of the hill. You don't
Well-
hear any gunfire. What are you smiling at?
Ripley.
Oh yeah. I see him too. I'm like,
Oh,
ooh.
I haven't seen him yet. That's the first. Ah!
He's a death cat, everybody.
Sorry.
So yeah, just you don't hear any gunfire. You don't hear any explosions. You would hear that at this distance.
Arthur lets out a deep breath, flips on the radio, and presses a bunch of buttons. All right, Sergeant, was that you?
You hear static and silence.
Well, we got a ghost. Interesting. Well, let's go check out that smoke then and see if we can figure out if this is what the sister's concerned about. It's right there. It's not far.
10, 15-second drive.
Wolf
I think
pops
we
back
should.
in, starts up the tar.
And it's not that hard. The earth here is... It's not too cratered. Yeah, you drive about 200 meters, and yeah, you see what was a camp of some sort. You look through the periscope or the viewports. You see dead ironclads, dead ashborn. There was a battle here at some point. Maybe last night when you were at the Basilica. Maybe this was a scout party and they got caught out.
Terrible.
Balthagus, give me... Or... Is anyone going to get out and inspect it?
Yeah, Arthur will.
I will.
For sure.
Okay. Arthur, sister. You guys get out of the Torox. You advance on the camp, weapons drawn. And you see it. You see a sergeant splayed out in macabre fashion. Chaos runes carved into his flesh.
Chaos?
Damn it.
Cultists!
Got him, coach.
But this body, it's been dead for hours. Maybe 24.
Does it have a name tag or a patch or something?
McCabe.
Right. I was right. We got a ghost.
Shit. Yeah, how did that work?
I was probably just screamed real loud, and we just caught it just a second ago. Yeah. Big
So
echo.
that wasn't a live distress call. That was like something transferred sometime later.
If it was live, whatever happened to him happened in the last 30 seconds or so. So I don't think that's really likely.
From the Torok, still in the driver's seat, just sitting on the side of the window. Like, it's like, or it's just bait for an ambush that we're sitting in.
A trap. You're right. Everybody, keep your guard up.
You think these guys are going to come to life and attack us? They're pretty dead.
Actually, this is the first sign of chaos that we've seen, correct?
No.
Incorrect.
We had a demon, multiple demons we had
right.
killed.
Right. But
There's been a lot of
stuff-
chaos, actually.
right. The
demon at the
traitor-
fort, and then
the
the
demons.
traitor at the yes.
But the last couple of spots that we stopped at, it wasn't. There was
that
no
was a
signs of
cult.
that.
Nope.
Mhm.
That was
No.
something else.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes,
this is
we
where-
should keep our guard up.
I'd like to admit something to the group as a player,
Oh no.
just because I may have done it bad.
What did you,
I,
what did you do?
I told Chris, and we were playing games, and I said my wish for soon was to fight a Chaos Space Marine. So
No
just-
way.
just saying that
Okay.
I'd said those words.
That was a wish.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That was a wish.
Cool.
I was there for that. Yeah, no, that's
Did you
accurate.
make this wish before or after you saw my stats? Just curious.
This was like 3 days ago.
Ah.
Oh man.
But honestly, all is quiet.
Okay. We should stay alert and look around for any signs of anyone remaining that we can help and assist in the carnage. That's what I will do.
There's no
Anything?
one left.
Okay, so everybody's dead.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing here. All right, then we should turn around.
I
Sorry.
That was unintentional. I am so
know.
sorry.
I know.
Sorry.
Glorious.
Yeah.
So everybody's dead. Okay, there's
N-
nothing
n-
here.
n-
Let's go.
This was just a little side thing. No worries. There's no
Okay.
Chaos Space Marine barreling over the hill charging at you.
That's
Arthur's got you covered if there's a chaos space.
We are shooketh right now, chat. That is
Yes.
what we're
Sorry.
trying to.
if there was a cast space room, we would be fucked. That's like a final boss.
pretty sure Arthur could one-shot one. Just saying.
But yes, the fire is cold, the smoke is embers, and you see Sergeant McCabe's flayed body out and about.
I'll offer him. I'm sorry. I will offer him a prayer.
Okay.
To depart for the departed and the lost. And it's such a horrible way to go. She'll take out her beads and kneel and say a silent prayer for the sergeant.
Arthur awkwardly kneels as well, trying to be respectful.
Belphigus, where are you during all this? Are you still in the back of the Torox?
I mean, if everybody's getting out and doing things, he's gonna get out and look around, I guess. If she's performing some rites, he'll be respectful and he'll stand nearby and watch.
As Sister Sarissa says this prayer, you all smell frankincense.
Sure if that's like good or not. I'm like, oh, pleasant.
That's it. That's it.
Where is that coming from?
It's just wafting through the air.
Mm-hmm.
It's divine.
Right.
Where would, because I'm goofy and don't know, where would frankincense usually be?
Burned in a censer.
That's what. That's
Yeah.
my assumption.
Yeah, that's kind of where it would come from, right?
Yeah.
Balphagus is going to, when Sarissa finishes her ritual and turns, he'll address her.
Flesh is fallible, but ritual honors the machine spirit.
You might not know that, but to Balphagus, that's one of the 16 laws. It's a very sacred core of their religion, and he appreciates the rituals that you do as well.
She nods in acknowledgement. Well, we should continue on then. It's unfortunate what's happened here, but we must continue along the path.
Got a quick question before we leave, sister. Why the prayer for that one, but not the others?
Well, it's not. You may be thinking too deep into it, Arthur. Truly, the prayer is meant for all of the souls lost in this battle, but obviously his was left on display in such a disturbing means that he is perhaps in some senses like what happened to Saint Agatha, a martyr, left in the state that they're in, such a display. So we offer a prayer there.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. You think you could teach me one of those? I'd like to learn one or two. Pay my respects as we go.
Yes, a funeral rite on behalf of those departed to the Emperor of Mankind, I would be happy to. And she actually pulls out a little book and hands it to you, like, to borrow.
Ooh.
To borrow. And it's like a book of hymnals and prayers and all of the sorts, psalms, and you'll see there's a chapter on the rights of the departed.
All right. Arthur will open it, and we'll have to fade to black to determine whether or not Arthur knows how to read.
Best fade to black I've ever heard. And I love it.
Okay. You hop back in the Torox, you say a prayer, and you make your way through no man's land, through this war-torn area. And as you're driving, you're following the coordinates that the lieutenant 2 days ago gave you. And you see it. You start seeing the Vox arc cresting the horizon. It's still pretty far. You see the arrays coming out of the top of it. You see the radar dishes. You see everything that would be needed to communicate with across planet, across ship. But then on your right, you see giant blast doors carved into the side of a cliff.
Ooh.
The second manufactorum that you were told about.
Oh.
This one for farming equipment. The tractors of the 41st millennium. Probably, servitor, repair, all of that stuff.
Wolf,
Yes, Arthur.
well, I know you're on this whole, main job first thing, but if we could stop by that other place, I've got quite a need to find something on this planet worth taking to make
Hold on
a
to something,
profit.
Arthur. And he breaks again.
You saying we're planning on stopping at that manufactorum?
I'd like to. Yeah, take a look. The last one had some interests, but we didn't get away with anything.
I
Belfigus,
suppose it's worth taking a look.
give me an investigation check. DN 5, because you're still a little far away. Nine.
That's 9, 2
As they're
shifts, and I'm gonna.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
No, please go ahead. What would you like to do with them?
I want to make one. I want to make a better outcome.
Okay. And then what do you want to do with the second one?
Glory.
One glory. So you guys are max glory at 6, and the one better outcome. Yeah, absolutely. So as they're talking about this manufactorum, and you kind of look out the peephole, your eye zooms in. You can see people walking into the manufactorum. They're carrying boxes. Some of them are armed. They go in through one of the side doors, not the blast doors that somebody has opened.
This manufactorum is in use. It functions.
I thought they told us that all of them was shut down, not active. Was I wrong?
That is what they said, yes. Perhaps
Our
they're-
intelligence seems to have been incorrect.
Perhaps there's some individuals that stopped along the way and are gathering supplies as well there.
Arthur looks back at Balfagus. Hey, Balf, they might be messing with the machines in there, yeah? I don't think you'd like that. We should take a look, yeah?
That would seem prudent.
Do they
All right,
seem
boy.
Do they seem like are they?
Yes.
Is there insignia that I'm able to ascertain from them? Like,
There's no insignia. They just have las guns or auto guns, slung across their shoulder. They're in kind of just like drab clothing, not like the chaos heretical forces that you've seen where they like to adorn themselves. This just looks like people, maybe civilians.
yeah. So Balfagus is going to just describe them in rote function, like accurately numbers, what they're wearing, and you can infer what you will about that. Everybody else can make their inferences. Balfagus would give it to you as raw data. But yeah, if that might, I'm not sure if they seem to be cultists or maybe they're just locals.
Only one way to find out.
Yep. And Wolf will start driving in that direction.
Okay. You pull up, couple of minutes. You see the blast doors getting bigger as you're, driving towards it. And the people that were moving boxes in and out, you don't see them anymore. That side door has closed. And you pull up. You see these doors are much more well taken care of. They've been opened and closed many times. But there's nothing out here in front. You do see quite a number of footprints, hundreds of footprints, going to and fro from the doors.
I think I'd just tell Marcus and them to just start making a perimeter.
Troopers
check
get
the
out.
area.
Yep. They're checking the area. They're scanning. There's not much to it, as this manufactorum was built in the side of a cliffside. So there's just about the blast doors, almost like a modern day, bunker, essentially.
What do you boys know about this area, Marcus?
Well, before the war, it was where we'd bring the servitors. We'll bring them here, and this side of the continent. Bring them here, get them repaired. A lot of tech priests used to be here. Also various harvesting equipment.
You were a civilian during war times. Do you think this would be a safe destination?
It would be my first pick. The only reason we weren't stationed here is because by the time we knew it, we were pushed so far back. This place was taken almost in 48 hours once the Vox Arc fell. We didn't have time to station here.
No, absolutely. The fort you guys were stationed at is much more defensible. This could be taken down again if they wanted to. Just trying to get a lay of the land before we head over to our final destination.
So you guys are outside these doors.
Where do we see the people coming and going?
There's a side door on the left-hand side that is kind of, it's a small door that's in the blast door.
Okay.
And just,
Wolf. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just a little context. Like, what time of day is it? Like, and how far away is the?
It's about 10 a.m.
Arc?
And the Vox
10
Arc,
a.m.
if you were to leave here to get to the Vox Arc, you'd probably get there about 1 o'clock.
Oh, we're that close.
Oh, yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right. Just wanted context to, to understand if, yeah. Okay.
Yes, Arthur.
I feel like just for flavor, as they were getting out of the Torox and moving off, Arthur's been fiddling with his little Xenos pistol. You ever fire one of these things before?
No, I haven't had a chance to meet with anyone who would be proficient in firing such a weapon.
He kind of pulls it out and points it at the door where that's standing over there. Well, maybe sometime I'll let you shoot it, but we should probably go check out that door. You want to join me? See what's over there?
From the descriptions that Balfagus gave us earlier, probably the best idea for us to head in, but I'm not much of a people person like yourself, so...
Yeah, I don't need you to be a people person, all right? You be the muscle. You give him a little scare, I'll talk to him.
Lead the way.
I'll let you boys handle it then, as Sister Sarissa waits with Balfagus.
Fantastic. You approach the door. Do you try to open it? Do you knock?
I would say
ahead.
real loud. By order of Inquisitor Paliso, anyone within the vicinity, may your voice be heard before we breach and clear this entire facility.
And you
How's that
hear the crackle of a vox open up as a speaker in the corner. Easy now, lads. There's more of us in here than there's out there. State your business.
Right, this is supposed to be a shut down facility. Who the bloody hell are you?
When you don't have a name.
I'm the worst with that.
Yeah.
The name's Weber.
Right, Weber, that's nice. Yeah, what are you doing here?
I don't answer to you.
Oh, yeah, this is the second time today someone has denied me. I'm a fucking rogue traitor. You fucking tell me what I want to hear, or I'll take the whole damn fucking place, yeah? I'm so fucking tired of this.
You hear, he says he's a rogue trader. Yes, ma'am. Where's your warrant of trade?
Right bloody here. And he'll hold it up and just like shove it towards the camera and shake it angrily. He looks at Wolf. One more person denies my fucking warrant of trade. I swear to God.
Well, what do you have to trade? This is a trade post, after all.
Oh, this is a manufactorum.
Not anymore.
Since when?
Since we requisitioned it.
And who do you think you are to requisition this place? When I came here to requisition this place.
1 second.
Boy.
I thought you were the people person.
Yeah, right, I'm getting my way. Yeah, they're talking to us. Yeah? But I'm also kind of pissed off because Balfagus told me no. They're telling me no. I don't like being told no, Wolf.
Well, when you turn most of the data slates on, there's usually a yes or no. If the options don't work correct, that's what Balfagus is. Just a walking, talking data slate. I don't know what the confusing portion of this is.
So everybody should just tell me, yes, I've got a piece of paper that says so.
Being rich is weird.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So you're looking to requisition this trade post, this manufactorum.
All right, that was the plan. I'm going to stop by, and I was going to take it for everything it was worth.
And you hear over the vox, move, get out of the way. A female voice comes on. By the Emperor. Is that you, Arthur?
Oh no.
Yeah, my name's Arthur. Who's this?
It's Voss, you idiot.
He looks over, and leans in real close to Wolf. Do you know Voss?
No, apparently you know Voss.
Vossu.
Ileana Voss, rogue trader Ileana Voss.
Do I recognize this name?
give me a insight test. Or what would be memory? You can do investigation or insight. Let's do one of those. See if you remember.
I have a 2 in investigation,
Let's
a
go.
5 in insight.
Let's do insight. It'd be a DN3. See if you
Okay.
remember Ileana Voss.
Hell yeah, you do.
Sorry,
5 successes.
Ileana Voss.
Ileana.
5 successes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You would know Ileana Voss. She is a rogue trader who specializes in trading animals from different planets. She's a poacher.
Oh, yeah, right. That Ileana Voss. Sure.
Open the doors, let him in. And you just
That's
hear
right.
I can feel it. Sorry.
as the small door creaks open and out steps a man. All right, no funny business now. Name's Weber.
Not Weber. Arthur. At this point, Arthur will turn back and wave the others in the Torox over.
Seeing it like the coast is clear, we'll start to head over.
You guys head in. Is it just you two? Who's in the Torox?
Rest of my crew's on the way. He'll be here shortly.
Keep the boys at the vehicle.
None of them ain't got no problem with Xenos, do they?
Well, right. Good thing you said that. Yeah, his sister's kind of got a thing for it.
He's
Not
got-
in a good way.
He's got a sister with him.
See her starting to get closer.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, though. I wouldn't worry too much.
You see Wolf
and-
just
And then Balfi back there. I don't like... I got a Xenos weapon. But he ain't done nothing about it yet.
All right, well, we come in peace. Once you get a lay of the land, Rogue Trader Voss wants to see you. And he goes through the small door, and you hear the gears of the blast door start to open and creak, and it slides open this way. And inside, you see hundreds of people with stalls lined up, trading.
Ooh.
Welcome to your shopping episode, everyone.
let's
Hey,
go.
let's go.
And I think with that, we will take our first break as we have a bit more to get through. We got a lot of dialogue, and
Mhm.
these characters can do a little bit of shopping before they go to the Vox Arc and see
Hell yeah.
why is there another rogue trader on this planet? How does she know Arthur? And we'll get to that.
Why didn't Arthur immediately remember her?
Exactly.
Oh,
We'll be
no.
back in about 10 minutes, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone. We are back. Welcome back to the second half of Wrath and Glory, Ashes of the Lost. Real quick before we get back into game, next week, Tuesday, June 10th, Ignite Recall returns for its new season. Check that out. 9 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Magi RPG. And then tomorrow we will be playing Wrath and Glory again, a little bit earlier, probably about 5 p.m. Pacific start time, so about an hour earlier, just because we wanted to get a couple games in before we are off for a couple weeks for a kind of summer vacation break. Some of us will be out of town. A little bit of a content warning as always. Warhammer is dark, it's gritty, it's violent, heavy themes, heavy scenarios. So if it's heavy, take a break. Come back later. We appreciate you nonetheless. All right, friends, are you ready for your very, very dangerous shopping episode?
Oh, yeah.
Danger.
Yes.
Let's go.
So the blast doors open up, and you see dozens of stalls of humans selling various goods. There's food, there's weapons, there's armor, there's gear. Pretty much, if you're looking for something and it's not too ridiculous, you can probably find it here, as this rogue trader has set up shop in this abandoned manufactorum. Arthur, Wolf, you two were taking the charge and talking to the guard at the door, and Sister Sarissa and Balfagus, you guys were following in the Torox, and you can pull the Torox in here so it's not stuck outside. There's plenty of other vehicles maybe for sale in here if you wanted to try to do something like that, but these are all the rogue traders' vehicles besides your Torox. Okay. Would you like to peruse the vendors first? Do you want to report to Rogue Trader Voss?
What is this? This
This
I'm
is a
not-
trading post.
a trading post.
All right, so we're rogue traders, yeah. So part of I kind of lean more into the rogue side of things, yeah. But some lean more into the trader side of things. And so you got a big ship, right? We got real big ships full of people. And if you're a trader, it means you got lots of stuff you're trying to trade. What better to do than stop off at a planet while you're raiding in of goods? You're also trading for goods.
Are you here to say that there's another one of you here?
Yeah, right. Ilyana Voss, rogue trader. We know each other. We got a history.
Do you all know each other? Is there a history? What kind of history are we talking here?
Yeah, I think we've met once before, but you would, sister, are you jealous?
Jealous? Me? No, I'm just inquiring as to why somebody that you know is on this planet. It was
I'd
supposed
love
to be,
to know.
Yes, it was supposed to be dead, pretty much. With
As confused as you are.
interesting.
You intend to procure more assets and supplies for our journey.
Yeah, right. Supplies for the journey, or this pistol I got. Yeah, he pulls out the Xenos pistol. It's not really doing it for me. So maybe if they've got
As it
something here, I
should.
could. Yeah, right. It's just kind of puny. It does good work, but where's the pizzazz? Yeah. So I might trade it for something else a little flashier. And I think
That
we used
would
all the
be
crack grenades we
advisable.
had. So I got to get Wolf some more explosives, at the very least.
I can tell you I don't need anything. The Emperor's light is all that I need. But I will take a look around with all of you.
I require oils and lubricants.
I suppose we can look for those.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you find your own lubricant, mate. That one's on you. But We can go shop. Yeah, Wolf, what you got?
I unfortunately will need materials made by man and not just the Emperor. So yeah, I'm definitely here to consume any ammo I can get, well as any weapon that would be suffice. One that won't get me shot in the head when we get back to the Inquisitor. So.
Right, but I didn't get shot in the head with what I had, so you should be safe. Don't worry.
You have a fancy piece of paper. I have the blessing of the Inquisitor that I'm not dead yet.
All right, but what if you came to work for me and I could protect you?
Marcus, Phineas, don't touch anything if you can't afford it. And he just walks off.
A job offer. Wow.
It's hard to find good snipers just anywhere. Well, let's go take a look around, sister. You want anything?
I will take a gander, but this den of thieves, I don't suspect I'll find much.
Traders, not thieves. Yeah?
I'm sure half of these goods were not acquired through through normal means.
Right, you mean like looting a church for a holy relic, then?
Yes, quite. Well, wait, what?
You hear a then you see Wolf like looking at the stuff like he didn't hear that.
I will join you all and I will observe. If there's something that fancies my interest, I will let you know.
Yeah, right, let's go then. Let's take a look. See if anything's got a gander to it.
Okay. Where are you stopping off first? The weapons dealer?
Oh, yeah, that's... If nobody else points anything out, Arthur is tired of this tiny little Eldar gun.
Okay. So you see in the... You know, it's not the back of the manufactorum. You know, this trade post is not big, but kind of... It's... If all the other stalls are going parallel, the weapons booth is in the back, and it's the biggest, and it's perpendicular to all the other ones. And you see... There's a human there. There's a tech priest behind the desk. And there's some humans they're looking at las guns. You don't know if they're loyalist or heretic.
You said there's a Balfagus behind there. One of them's.
Yeah, rogue traders.
Arthur doesn't have a good history with...
No, you do not.
Oh boy.
All right. And he kind of slides the Xenos pistol over. You good with this, mate?
To the vendor.
Yeah. And gives him a...
The human behind the desk kind of slides in front.
Okay.
Oh, well, he deals with the inquisitorial weapons. I'm a purveyor of more of the exotic ones.
More my kind of thing, then. Yeah?
Is this an authentic shuriken pistol?
It sure is, mate. Fired it just the other day. Works perfect.
May I?
Please, have a whirl.
He lifts it up, he points it down, and he points it, and you see there's a 2-lane fire range. And he pulls the trigger, and the silent scream of a bladed shuriken flies out of the pistol and flies down range, and you hear the tink of hitting a target. There's barely any recoil.
Yeah, it's quite nice if you like that kind of thing, but me, personally, I like a little flair to what I've got.
A little flair. Well, if you're looking for flair, we got flair. We got the best flair. And he goes and he pulls down kind of like, it's like a series of shelves that are on like like a rotating, kind of like when you get a rotisserie chicken and it's in that kind of rotating thing. He pulls it, and it's like, it's bolt pistols, bolters. He's like, now flare, and he pulls out a plasma pistol. You won't flare. This is flare.
Fancy.
You just gotta be a little
Alright.
careful not to get too egregious with it. It might blow up in your hand.
What do you mean egregious, though? Yeah, be more specific.
So you see this little switch here? That's the
Yeah.
that's the limiter. You turn this to red, turns the limiter off. More powerful
Well.
shot. If it's not kept clean, you use it too much, or maybe you're just having a bad day. There goes your hand. There goes your arm. There goes your body.
Oh, okay. So Arthur's like twirling his mustache as he's looking at this. Right, the thing is, I'm not good with limits, yeah? Don't really work with my style.
More of a spray and pray kind of man.
You could say, but more like I'd turn that thing to red and I'd pull the trigger and I'd just forget about it, mate, until
A man of culture. That's what we say.
yes, right? Yeah, culture. He looks back at his group. Culture, he says.
Sarissa, hands on hips, looking not entertained by this. Like,
As you're talking, you catch out of the corner of your eye. I need you to all make a
oh lord.
I need a scholar test from everyone.
Scholar.
DN?
DN 5.
No, I ain't getting this. Good luck.
Nope.
Ah,
Ain't no way.
wow, look at all that heresy.
Nice.
Okay. Oh,
Except
Arthur.
Alfie.
Oh, that's insight. Sorry.
Yeah.
Everyone is
Yeah, don't-
talking, and you all notice this Xenos creature walk up to the desk. It's thin, spindly arms. Its head, bird-like, ending in a beak with almost feather-like tendrils. Think of like Predator for us players. Walk up to the desk, and it puts a very, very rudimentary rifle on the desk. It almost looks like a musket. And it lets out a series of clicks. He looks away from you, Arthur. That was clean when I gave it to you. You can kind of get what you think is like a sigh. He picks it up and walks away. Belphagus, every sensor in your head is throwing up red signals that this is a race known as a Kroot.
Okay. Kroot. Yeah, just all the warning bells of
Xenos in
know.
your presence.
Xenos. Yeah. Yeah. You hear all his little mechanical parts just go into overdrive. He's
Mhm.
scribbling. But he's not speaking.
Sorry about that. One of the rogue traders lot. She runs with Kroot. Says they're good at hunting or something.
Yeah, I've heard they're good at that kind of thing. Makes sense for the trader to keep him around, yeah.
She pays them well in meat.
Does it
I'm
have
sure
a leash?
she does.
He looks at Sister Sarissa. Fellow member of this rogue traders party, I take it.
Yeah, she's with me.
They don't take you're in the rogue trader's presence. She doesn't take kindly to that kind of word. You treat them with respect.
I am a daughter of the Order of our Martyred Lady.
Yeah, right, but you're not a daughter of trying to get martyred, lady. So let's try to be kind. And he gives you like the big-eyed, like, there's 4 of us and like hundreds of them.
I will keep my mouth closed for the time being. We have a time limit here, everybody. 30 minutes. Find
30.
what you need, and we're leaving.
Sounds
We
like
have an
she's...
important objective.
He looks at you, Arthur. Sounds like she's got a leash on you.
Wait, what? Hold up now. That's not right. Yeah, I just let her. I let her have this kind of. You know. Right. I don't like the way this is going anymore. Right. Negotiations. Not my favorite.
They said another rogue trader arrived.
Yeah, it's me. Arthur Dangerfield.
Dangerfield? I've heard of you.
You have?
Bit of a scrappy lot.
Yeah.
More mercenary than trader.
Yeah, you know, we're a little bit more rogue than traitor, is how I like to say it.
All right, well, let's get down to it then. Don't want to muddy up your time limit. And he'll go and he'll take down, he puts the plasma pistol back. He grabs, he pulls out a very large pistol. Got this hand cannon here. Very loud, very destructive.
I like that. What's the make on it?
Imperium.
Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Let's have a go then.
He hands it to you.
Is the gun range in
Sure.
on this side or on his side?
It's on both. There's one lane for him, one lane for you.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Here,
Yeah.
give me 1 second. I'll put the hand cannon in your inventory so you can shoot it.
Ooh.
Hand cannon. Here we go.
Heck yeah.
Arthur. Gear. You should have a hand cannon now in your combat.
Oh, that's actually the name of the pistol.
It is.
Okay.
Now that thing's not
Let's
going to
see.
pack as big of a... it's not going to shred as much as the Shuriken pistol, but... if you're looking to trade, I'll give it to you for free.
Let's it is, oh, there we go. Stats. It's not letting me. Am I in the wrong? Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong page. Hold
Under
on,
combat? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I
I've
was
done
in
that
the,
before.
Yep. All right, let's give this a roll and see how we feel.
Oh.
Doesn't work well for me.
Roll that complication. Yeah, you pull the trigger and nothing happens. And you hear him go, "Oh, not
What, are
sure.
you trying to sell me?
Not sure what that is." He rolled a weapon stuck complication for the viewers, so perfect. That just worked earlier today. Not sure what the issue is. My apologies. I'll have the servitors clean it right away.
Am I to expect that every piece of your gear is going to not work? Yeah,
No.
The Kroot lad over there had the same issue. Yeah? It's not good for your reputation, mate. Now, what else you got? Because that hand cannon, it's not that impressive.
Rogue trader. By my analysis, it seems that this trader is trying to deceive you. what you might call a scam.
Oh yeah, right. He's absolutely trying to scam us, Balfi. I appreciate the lookout on that, mate. Definitely out here trying to take us for fools, yeah? You think Dangerfield's a fucking fool, mate?
No. I didn't say that. I did not say. I promise you that hand cannon shot earlier today.
Yeah, right. Well, Balfi right there just said that you're trying to scam me, mate. So let's try again. One more chance. Make it good.
A man like you. A man who likes a good of commotion. Now this, it's gonna kick like a mule, but he pulls out a heavy bolt pistol. It's about the size of your hand and forearm put together.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah?
Now this one, we're gonna have to come to some sort of negotiation. This one don't
Yeah,
come
yeah.
cheap.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. If it works, though, yeah, we'll come to some kind of deal. Don't you worry.
Oh, give me 1 second. Let me put a bolt in it. And you should have a heavy bolt pistol in your inventory. Now it's not going to shred like the shuriken does, but it will
That's fine.
It will punch through any armor.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Let's give this bad boy a go. And he points it down the range and he... Wolf, you want to try one of these? Yeah? I feel like you're the kind of guy that I should be having test out my weapons.
Wolf walks over, looks at all of this gear that's like this rogue trader should not have. He's just like, puts his hand out for the pistol.
Arthur hands it over.
You just see him real quick, checks to see if there's a shot in, checks the magazine, hits the safety, fires down range as fast as possible. Just some John Wick stuff. Just looking at it, inspecting it, then immediately firing it.
It's a big ass gun.
Yeah, you notice that unlike Arthur, who's in the armor, Wolf has to set it against like a table or something.
Yeah,
put his arm
you double hand
over
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't single shot this thing.
Yeah, like firing a freaking 50 cal.
A 75 cal, to be
Oh
exact.
my goodness.
With explosives.
Yeah, explosive shot, right?
Yep.
Yeah, is it in my?
Oh, my
what do you call it?
apologies.
No,
Give
you're
me
good.
1 second.
Yeah, and 50 cals will make you twerk. Sorry.
Arthur hands the heavy bolt pistol to Wolf, and Wolf, this thing, with its name, it is absolutely heavy. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Okay.
Uh-oh. That's another
Well,
There's
it's a
complication.
another
success, but
complication.
there's a wrath complication.
What's the complication?
Absolutely.
Oh my god,
That
it's
makes
so
sense.
perfect. It's so perfect. Wolf, you fire this shot, and it is loud. You feel the recoil go down your arms into your torso. The wind's knocked out of you a little bit. And just from that shot, you drop it. You are not trained in firing bolt weapons. But it flies true. It hits the target hard. You hear the retort of the explosion the second you pull the trigger as that bolt explodes downrange.
The reason why angels are the only ones that fire these things, but I don't see no issue with it, Arthur.
Yeah, well, I got an angel watching over me, so I should be fine. And he picks it up.
Wolf
Nice
is
to us-
genuinely looking around. Like,
Everyone's...
who are you talking?
That's... Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's make a deal then.
All right.
Pistol for this, and I don't tell the rogue traitor that you tried to sell me a defunct weapon.
I got 3 crits on that.
Give me an influence check, Arthur.
Right.
Because you're trading in your shuriken pistol, it's only going to be a DN1.
All right. So let's see.
So you
with
have
this,
2 influence dice, correct? So just
yeah.
don't fail both of them.
So I gain plus rank bonus to all persuasion and influence tests. So influence is, where is that?
Plus a rank, so you're rank 1. So you get 3 dice.
Okay.
Because you're trading in, it's not going to be too hard. He wants that shuriken pistol.
Okay. Give me 1 second to make sure of something else real quick that I've got.
All the numbers are numbering.
Yeah, because there is one thing here. You said this is influence?
Yeah, so under gear at the top, you should see influence. Go ahead and click on that. And then
Okay,
click on dialogue modifiers.
Okay, if I could get you to check Discord for just a second. I have this.
Perfect.
All right.
Yep.
Then, so that is gear, and then you said influence, and so that is going to be +1.
Yes.
All right, so I can do this. So that's actually going to be that. You said DN1.
There we go. I'll keep my mouth shut. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, pleasure doing business with you as well for this, but hey, my mates, y'all want anything while we're here and shopping? Yeah, cart's open. It's all on me. Don't you worry about a thing.
Ooh, it's all on Arthur.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Well, Balfagus is gonna go up to the counter. Then he's going to nod at the rogue trader and yeah, go up. He'll go to
The tech priest?
to the tech priest if he's also at the counter. But you know, if the other guy pops in front again, you know, he'll talk to him too.
Absolutely. And you hear in binary chatter, he speaks to you in binary and you can translate it. Praise the Omnissiah. How may I requisition you, brother? And you guys just hear
Praise the
beeping.
Omnissiah. I am looking for devices of unknown function and origin. Have you encountered such a device?
If we were to requisition something that would go straight to the Forge world, we wouldn't keep it here.
And your rogue trader companions?
I am requisitioned by the Rogue Trader on behalf of the God Emperor of Mankind and the Omnissiah. I follow
Would
their
they
will.
possess inventory that you do not have access to?
We have curios and relics, nothing that is unaccounted for.
Understood. I require oils and lubricants.
And then it just, you know, they go through that process.
Yes. Anybody else buying a new gun?
Not a new
Anybody
gun.
selling a gun? Would you like to sell your heavy flamer?
Sell the heavy flamer. No. I feel like that thing's useful. I mean, it is a big chungus.
You cannot move when you use it. Remember that.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna sell it.
You, sister. Tell me what you're looking for.
Are there any I'm trying to think of the right word. Any items for the Emperor, worshipping the Emperor, any sort of
We all worship the Emperor, sister. Please.
like any physical items. I'm trying to think of the right terminology for it.
Are you
Like
looking for reliquaries? You're looking for prayer beads? We have
reliquaries, anything
reliquaries.
like that sort.
Yes, I believe the ecclesiarchal priest, I can't say that, over there in that booth sells simple curios.
Finally, something useful. I will go.
Before you go, sister, and he'll like lean in with this trader. Are they actual reliquaries? Because if not, I cannot protect that trader from whatever the sister may do to them.
Are you leaning into me or the actual like NPC?
The NPC, the trader.
Oh,
like,
Okay, okay.
They are a member of the ecclesiarchy, yes, they are. They hold sigil on the rogue trader's ship. Well, when we were on her ship.
right. Emperor protects.
And
Yeah,
as
not.
he walks away, or as he points it out, you see him twirling a pistol, sister. You recognize this as an Inferno pistol.
Ooh. It's a nice pistol you have there.
Isn't it?
Is that one for sale?
Everything is for sale, sister. That's what we're here for.
Well, you seem to be dawdling that one around like it's your personal stash. I was just, what's the cost of that one?
Ugh. It's not cheap, I'll tell you that. What do you have for trade?
Oh, I don't want to give up any of the things that I have.
Well, mate, what if you put it on the Dangerfield tab? Yeah.
Oh, right. It's on his tab. Right. He did say, whatever, anything we wanted was on Arthur's tab.
What do you... You've already sold me your shuriken pistol, trader.
Yes, Arthur. What else do you have on your tab to help pay for our goods that we're looking at? That piece of paper can only get you so far.
Let's see here. Well, my warrant of trade does just let me roll to get things.
It
but
does.
God
I
damn
think
it.
that's all I've
Amazing.
got.
Ooh, maybe you gotta go talk to
I mean-
he looks
Yeah.
the sister over. You don't need two pistols. You can sell that bolt pistol.
Yes, I was thinking that. Yes, I think the bolt pistol I would be willing to part with.
Okay.
Bolt pistol for that.
Oh, no,
What is it
no.
called again?
It's an Inferno pistol, not a straight trade, no. Rogue trader,
Yeah.
roll me another influence check. This
Yeah, right,
time,
you got it, mate.
DN3.
DN free.
We have 6 glory.
Alright.
Right, can we use
Yeah.
glory?
Can I
I
can I
forgot
use
to
a
look
glory
that up.
for this?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna use a glory for this.
Ooh. Damn.
3 crits, chat.
Woo! And
7
I'd like to
successes.
shift. I'd like to shift for a better success and be able to get Wolf something as well on the Dangerfield tab that the other rogue trader owes him for whatever business they have done in the past.
What are you looking for?
I will look at the guns and one of the long las rifles. I'll see a red dot sight on it, and I just want to take that off and just take the sight. Is that possible? Let's see.
You just want the red dot sight?
Yes, because it gives me a +1 bonus die to range attacks on a weapon that I have it on.
I'll throw in the sight for free.
Well then.
All right, 30 minutes up, sister.
We still have some time. So the Inferno pistol then? A trade? For my bolt pistol?
On the Dangerfield tab, yes.
On the Dangerfield tab, of course.
As the benefits are working for me, yeah, you'd like keep that in mind.
Oh, did you already take my bolt pistol from
did.
my...
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Yes,
From my
you did.
inventory? Cool.
Oh, I just thought of this right now. But
Do it.
were there any cybernetics there? Any augmetics?
They do have augmetics, yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I actually, before walking away, I think he would catch a glint of maybe some augmetic in the corner of his eye and be like, "Oh wait, hold up, one more thing." um, yeah. What kind of augmetics do we got?
You see a series of, let's see here. There is subdermal plating. There's cybernetic eyes, targeting implants, other monocles that you could swap out for your current one. He has a turned off servo skull lying around. There is
Aw.
a Xenos pattern carbine that can be inserted into an arm.
The
What do you-
Xenos one is a bit crazy.
What are you looking for,
Um,
Galpagus?
Well, so first order of business is always any neural or ocular augmetics
He does
that
have
can
some,
be
yeah.
upgraded. So yeah, well, you said something that there was some ocular stuff, but was there anything like specific there?
Yeah, so there is a targeting implant that's a visual rangefinder and HUD for targeting assistance. He has a multi-spectrum eye replacement, grants vision modes, heat, low light, and auspex feed. Let's see, there's an Obscura monocle, provides zoomed and targeting providing a minor willpower boost.
That last one might not be a bad idea. That was like a targeting thing?
Provides zoomed targeting and minor willpower bonus.
Does that provide will that increase my ballistic skill? If I'm trying to help
if you
somebody,
aim, yes.
if I
If you
oh,
use
okay,
the
so
aim
this isn't
shot.
okay.
Don't want you getting cyber psychosis. Galpagus, be careful with all those mods.
Oh yeah, no, we're
There's no
already. I think we're
cyberpsychosis in
already.
this world, yeah.
Yeah, don't want to
And
lose
if
all your
we-
humanity and
Yeah.
He
It's
no, he
cyber
does.
psychosis.
We're already
He does want
on
to lose
real
all
low.
his, yeah.
Yeah, that's the point. We're already at low
The
empathy,
flesh
and
is
we're
weak.
yeah.
yeah. Okay, I am thinking. So you were saying there was the augmetic eye.
Mm-hmm. Hey, thanks for the raid.
Thank you for the
Thanks,
raid. Hello.
Yeah, I guess let's just do the reticule one. If you had that one, is that one of the ones that you said? Because I was looking up I don't remember which ones you said.
The which one?
Did you say reticule? I was looking up at the augmetics, the eye augmetics on Foundry.
Oh, yes. So you want the reticule eye.
Was that the one you were saying, or was there the other one? I might have.
Items, augmetics.
Sorry.
Augmetic eye. Yes, the reticle. Yes.
Okay, I'll do that one.
Okay. Arthur, are you going to take out your current eye and sell that back, or are you just looking to buy this?
Did you mean Balfagus?
Yes, sorry.
I was like,
Arthur's
hold
got
up.
a fake
I
eye.
was like, you're gonna take Arthur's eye?
I was like, wait,
Wait,
am I
don't you already,
paying?
It's
you
on
already
Ar-
have
it's
a
on Arthur's
reticle
tab.
eye,
Wait,
do
I
you
have.
not?
Is that the one I already have?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
the
what you
oh,
already have.
okay.
So it's not
Oh.
anything more special, basically.
Unless you want to
No,
take
it's
out your
not.
other eye. You're going to have to be here for some time to get some ocular surgery done, though.
No. Oh, I would have to get it done later. I guess it would be a for later kind of thing.
Yes.
Plus, I need the experience points to put it in anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely none of these I would be able to install now. I guess the other thing could I do? Actually, do you have the picked recorder or the telescopic there out of those out of the eye augmetics or?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
He is going
Okay.
to kill us all.
Let's do telescopic. No penalties related to visual distance.
And are you going to sell your reticule eye?
No, I was hoping this would be on
It
the rogue trade.
Well, it says, well, you can only have one augmetic per eye, and you only have one augmetic eye.
Mm.
You only
Yeah,
have one lens per eye.
So
Anyways.
I was thinking that this would be for later when I'm able to get it installed into the next eye.
You're just looking
is-
to keep it
Hold
in your
on to
pocket.
this.
Yeah, it's-
Gotta.
You're looking.
I don't
think I'm gonna
looking
find
to
these just
Rocket
anywhere.
Raccoon and just pull out an eye when you can install it and be like, yeah, I got this.
I mean, theoretically, could I take out the eye and put it in the one that I already have? Is it
If
like
you-
a?
yeah,
is that
if-
how that works?
If you wanted to drop your reticle eye and put in a different one, that is easy. That is as simple as a
No.
grab and twist.
No, I need that one because that helps. That helps with the.
Yes,
I need
sister?
that.
No, nothing. That just sounds brutal.
Oh, a grab and twist?
I do have a question after he's done with his eye
Yeah,
discussion.
well, let's just grab it. If there's a way that if his paper is able to take care of it, but if not, then
Sure.
well, yeah.
If you have nothing to
spent enough
trade,
time on
though,
this.
this is a DN6.
Okay, let's see what gear I have because
Ian 6?
DN6.
Did you say
No,
that
I
there
don't have
was
anything.
a servo skull that they had?
There is a servo skull that is laying there, yes.
What does the servo skull do? Would be preferred?
He's just a little guy.
You want to ask him what kind of servo skull that is?
Yeah, what kind of...
Yeah. Why don't we ask? Yeah.
What do you want it to do?
Ooh.
Just, do a little floating around, helping us out with tasks. He's just a little guy.
do a little
I'd
quick
love some-
time when he goes out of alignment.
Yeah, like needs to scan an area, do a little auspex,
Scanners.
Sure,
I hate 'em.
sure.
We played
yeah.
Dark Tide.
You
We
can
play
get a
Dark Tide.
You can get a servo skull.
Ooh, do we get the music that comes in with
Okay,
it?
you use the roll for the skull then, since I can't install this anyway. Let's if we're gonna get one more item, let's and like DN6. Let's use it for that.
This is purely Tracy and not Sister Sarissa because I love a little servo skull. So I want one.
Okay.
Roll for servo
skull's
skull.
a DN4.
Arthur.
Uh-huh.
I would like that. And I point to the servo skull. It could help us. And I'm sure Balficus agrees.
All right. In the servo skull for the lady. Yeah, I'm gonna use a glory.
Do it.
Yeah.
You said DN4.
DN4.
Mm.
A little,
You want to use a
pricey.
wrath to re-roll them?
You know what? I will. I will use a wrath to re-roll. So for that, I go re-roll.
We only got 2
And
successes,
then-
chat. Now they're 5.
Re-
So
Re-roll to
for
5.
re-roll,
Also, use those glories next time. We can use glory.
I. Oh, re-roll to. Okay, so it automatically did that. Oh, nice. Okay, heck yeah.
On the Dangerfield
nice.
tab. He looks over,
Yeah. On.
turn it on for him, hand it over. And the tech priest, little McKendrite comes out of his shoulder and reaches in, kind of at like the base of the skull, and you hear a little drill. You see a couple little sparks, and you see the repulsor little engine underneath it starts to float. You see its one ocular eye, and he's like, ownership protocol 678Z7. Your name. And he looks at Sister Sarissa.
I don't think I have a last name, which is unfortunate. I have to come up with one. I think I might have had one, but anyway. Sarissa of the Adeptus Sororitas.
And you hear the servo skull through a vox, but it says it says what you just said. It just repeats you. Sarissa, order. Oh, we said Order of the Martyr Lady.
The Adeptus Sororitas, and then I will actually plug that Order of our Martyred Lady.
And it repeats, Order of our Martyred Lady.
Balficus's cherub floats up next to it, and they have a little
Oh my god,
moment,
kiss.
like dogs like sniffing each other at the park, you know.
Our little guys.
Well, we still need to get Balficus that eye, don't we? Or did you trade for it?
He said the servo skull instead of the eye.
Instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there we go then. We got quite a bit of loot then. Now, I want all of you to remember, right? Hanging out with me has its benefits. You come to work for me after this. They might continue. But also, to pay off debts like this, we have to go places and take shit. Now you understand why I do this the way I do, right? You get good things, but you got to take them from someone else.
I can't say that I condone what you do. However, yes, for this point in time, I can acknowledge that it has helped us and aided us on our journey. So thank you, Arthur Dangerfield.
And sister, for you, I'll make sure that we only really try to steal from heretics, at least for a bit.
I would appreciate that.
I do want to let you know you do have a heavy bolter in the back of the Torox that you have yet to use.
You can sell that off. Wolf kind of leans and whispers to Arthur, next time maybe you could buy maybe 2 sensors so the kids can fight, stop fighting over the last one we got.
Yeah, right. I thought about asking if they had another teapot for sale here and see if they might tell the difference.
I'll
I was still...
I'll have the guardsmen look around.
Yeah, do that, eh?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think they could tell the difference between a teapot and whatever that thing was anyways.
Definitely worth it. For morale, if anything.
Yeah, for morale. Now, did we get anything for Wolf?
Yeah, red dot site.
Okay.
Wolf is a minimalist.
Okay. Well,
Mood.
then, if everybody has had a good time with this, maybe we should go check in with the rogue trader herself, see what's up, why she's here, and took my manufactorum.
Yes, I think we've done quite a bit here. We should be on our way, or at least stop by this other Inquisitor.
I'll turn towards the vendor. I appreciate your help and all. We'll be off then.
Thank you for your business, Dangerfield.
Of course. Just remember the name. You know what it is.
Oh, we are well aware of the Dangerfields.
Good. All right. Let's roll out then. And he'll start walking off towards whatever area that is designated for the rogue trader.
Yeah, there's an office upstairs. And as you're walking through, you see a few more Kroot out and about. But they look different. One is buff. One has almost like a ghillie suit coming out of its skin. One has, instead of a beak, it has more of like a toothed maw. And there's 2 at the base of the stairs. And they click. They stare at you, Arthur.
We're here to see the trader. Yeah, summoned. I'm Arthur Dangerfield, rogue traitor. She's expecting me.
And they let you pass.
Appreciate it,
You
chaps.
head up to the office. You see a room full of well-armed people, humans, more Kroot, people, they have helmets on. You see she has an Arbites in her retinue.
I'd also like to point out at this point, because I feel like it may be relevant, Arthur is wearing Arbites
I was
power
about
armor.
to say
Yes, he is.
he has an Arbites.
And sitting behind a desk, you see a very attractive woman. She has kind of like the wolf cut. The sides of her head are braided, and within each braid are organic pieces, bones, teeth, claws. She's wearing them in her hair. She has a beautiful, ordained trench coat on. She has a bandolier going across her chest with 3 pistols in each holster. She has a power sword hanging off a scabbard on her side. Arthur, you son of a bitch, it's good to see you. What are you doing here on Volgaroth?
All right, Voss. Good to see you too. We're here working for the Inquisitor, doing a job.
The Inquisitor? Which Inquisitor?
Arthur looks back at the group. The
Aliso.
Inquisitor
Poliso.
Poliso.
Yeah, that one.
Poliso, she's still out and about in the Gilead sector.
Yeah, apparently. We got work for her, so I hope she's still here. Otherwise, it's kind of all a waste.
When did you get here?
That's a great question. I think it's been, 36 hours?
And counting.
36 out. How did you get down to planet?
With a ship?
And you weren't shot out of the sky?
Nah, that we had him turn off the big guns.
And the heretics?
Yeah, well, we killed a bunch of them. And then we found more. We killed a whole bunch of them. Some kind of demon tank thing. Cut it in half, yeah? Some kind of flying winged one, too. We shot it. Came across a church. Oh, it was with the church, but something with 4 arms.
4 arms?
Yeah, right. Some kind of 4-armed emperor thing. My sister didn't really like it, so we kind of dealt with it.
Interesting.
So if you see a giant hole in the middle of, and he kind of like points off to the map at the area, right around there, big hole. You can't go through that area no more. It's kind of done.
Good to know.
Am I missing anything? I think that's about it.
I think you've about summed it up.
What are you
This-
doing here? Oh, go ahead.
This planet is extremely compromised, as you can see.
An Adeptus Sororitas. So
Indeed.
This is the Inquisitor's retinue.
Yes.
And you see her kind of lean forward in the desk. You see the Kroot around the room kind of shift their weapons. So, what are you doing here?
All right, here, right now. He looks at the sister like,
Poliso sent you down to this planet for a reason. What is that reason? I don't need any competition here on Volgarath. You know as well as I do, Arthur, that wars are so lucrative.
yeah, it was one of the reasons I took the job, really. But I gotta tell you, all right, much good loot. Nowhere around here. I was hoping to come here and get some. Wasn't shit. Well, I say that. There is you lot. Great, absolutely lovely chaps. I was hoping for something to take home. But no, we've been sent here to clean up a comms array issue.
The comms array, yes. You see, we were here... Janes, when did we get here? 3 months ago, ma'am. We've been here 3 months.
Well,
Our ship was hit by an AA gun trying to leave. I was hunting for... What were we hunting for again, Janes? Crypt Stalkers, ma'am. Crypt Stalkers, yes. Some planetary governor wanted a Crypt Stalker to guard their crypt, as it may be. Grave robbers. I said a Crypt Stalker's a little overkill for a crypt, but if you're paying, I can catch one.
of course, yeah, logical.
Should Arthur be rolling deception? Is he...
It depends. Is there deception or is there insight? Is he being incited?
She's telling the truth. I just wanted to give me like an acting test by Arthur.
Yeah, let's get a deception roll going. Group, I, without giving any explanation, would like to use a point of glory.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Because you
What's
don't
the
want
DM?
Wolf to talk.
The DN's 3. Let's see if you know what a Crypt Stalker is. What'd you get?
4.
You know that a
4
Crypt
successes.
Stalker is a giant centipede-like creature.
Okay. Right, you're trying to get a giant midlipede thing to the guy in charge of the planet.
No, not Volgaroth. No, it was a neighboring planet. I forget the name.
Oh,
But he said that Crypt Stalkers like to attack the Grox here on Volgaroth, and they probably had a little bit of a problem. Some missive that came through. Anyway, we were shot down 3 months ago. Can't report back to my ship. They've probably thought us dead. Someone probably took control, mutiny. Don't know, don't care. All I want is to get off this ship. Or, sorry, this planet.
well, we might be able to help each other then. Yeah, because we got a Vox array we got to go get sorted out. And,
You think I haven't tried that?
well, what happened then?
You really have been here for 36 hours, haven't you?
Yeah, if that. We've slept maybe once. I've spent more time swinging my axe than I have doing much anything else.
We can't get up to it.
Why not? You got legs?
It's floating, Arthur.
Right, now that one does kind of pose a problem. It's floating.
Something... It was made to be floating. Something about being on the surface. It was interfering with their communications. So the Mechanicus put repulsor engines in it, and it's essentially a floating Vox array. Did no one tell you that?
Arthur looks back at the group like, did anybody tell us that?
No.
Did
No, that is news to you.
That is
Okay.
definitely
That's
news. to
okay.
us.
Yes.
Right, so the Taurox we've got ain't gonna cut it. Got it. Well, then I guess we gotta steal something with wings.
There are ways to get up. They have teleportation pads into the interior, but they're all guarded.
Right, so did you try those?
Lost half my men.
To what?
The
Teleporter
heretics.
accident?
No, the heretics.
What kind? Because we've killed a whole bunch of them. So unless they're tougher than the lot we've been chopping through.
Screaming, death to the false emperor. Your soul is mine. You know the rabble.
Yeah, rabble. Yeah, so we take the teleporter, kill a bunch of heretics, fix the Vox array. It seems like it's just kind of like a half step, really. It's added on.
How would you like to catch me that Crypt Stalker? I'll pay you handsomely.
That's quite a 180 on what we was just talking about, mate. But
I want my beastie. I'm down crew.
okay, Crypt Stalker. So here's the thing. Yeah, Wolf here. Great shot. Not the biggest fan of not getting the job done. You're going to have to make it worthwhile to him.
What do you want, Scion?
Perfect. Rogue trader, you know who I am.
I can see from your insignia.
Yes,
Stern.
you know-
Do you have your mask on?
No, mask is still always on.
I can only imagine stern grimace under the mask. You haven't said a word. You hold that rifle like you're making love to it. I know the type.
Mainly the only thing I can trust on this planet. Listen, if you know who I am, then you understand why I'm here. It means that there's not much left for this planet. So, you can either go hunting for this crypt Stalker.
Yes.
or you can decide to help us, and maybe the Inquisitor will let you on the ship before they glass it. The planet, that is, that you're on.
Glass the planet. Well, well, well. Poliso is ever so testy, isn't she? But there's more. She wouldn't send you down just to secure a Vox array. What is she after?
If I knew that, then I would be very bad at my job.
Give me a
I was sent
deception
here for-
check.
Okay.
Do we know
This
what
is
she's
so
after?
bad.
You absolutely
Yes.
do, yes.
Artifact.
The Crucible.
Oh, that's right. I had forgotten about the Crucible. It did not come up in a hot
Yes,
minute.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I have nothing in deception.
Alphagus is keeping his mouth shut because I think I have a negative deception.
I have a very good deception, but Arthur honestly thought that Wolf was just going to be like, "I'd like a big gun and I'll help," because
No, he
Arthur's
wants-
just kind of stupid.
He wants to get out of here unless he can use some of this rogue trader's people as bait to get him to finish his mission.
Mhm.
He's like, I'm
Yeah,
out.
that's just Arthur didn't see that one coming. Arthur's
Yeah.
a simple boy.
I'm gonna use a glory.
Please.
Wow.
Ooh, just enough.
Thank goodness I have a mask on. So she can't see my terrible
Yeah.
poker face. 3 successes, chap.
Sent down on a mission. Ever so loyal, aren't you? I like him, Arthur.
All right, I keep trying to recruit him myself. He hasn't agreed yet, but I bought him some nice shinies, hoping that might change his mind. I don't think it does, though.
Barely. So, I
Well-
am a soldier of the Inquisitor, whether I complete my mission or not. This planet's probably maybe got another few months left being kind. So you can either help us or keep hunting until Blast Show.
Yeah, all right, Wolf. Friend, brother, I just want to say, yeah, negotiations really not your strong suit. I do apologize for putting that on you. Let me show you how it's done, mate. We get you this creature, you help us with the Vox stuff, yeah?
You get me that Crypt Stalker, I knock it out, put it into cryo.
Yeah.
We'll secure that Vox so I can get the hell off of this planet.
Wolf, how's that sound, mate?
Do you know where the last time you saw this creature was?
I do. And there's a tunnel at the back of this manufactorum to its lair.
More time.
Okay, that begs another question then, Voss. Why haven't you captured it yourself?
Because, like I said, I've already lost half my men, and it is quite dangerous.
It's quite dangerous. So you're sending 4 people to go and do the job that you couldn't do yourself. Right. It does sound kind of like a Dangerfield special, gotta admit.
You give me
Quite
the Crypt
interesting.
Stalker. I'll send you the Crute and the Shaper to secure the Vox Ark. The Shaper
All
is
of the Crute?
the Shaper is the sergeant of the Crute.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And don't worry, they don't like human meat. Doesn't provide any evolutionary value. So this one,
As
she points to the buff one. He's fond of orc. This one, fondness for Tyranids. That's where he got the camouflage from.
right.
Do we know what Tyranids are?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably like common knowledge
would.
about it as just like
As an inquisitorial
Boogeyman?
agent, yeah,
But-
you've heard
Okay.
of Tyranid. Like, they're just
Yeah.
a Xenos race.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just hear a whistle coming from Wolf's mask.
Arthur takes a decisive half step away from the 2 that were just pointed out. Right, so we get the Crypt Stalker, we put it to sleep, bring it back here, and you give us a whole bunch of lads, and we go and topple the Vox problem.
Exactly.
That's simple.
That simple.
Yeah, right, sounds pretty good to me.
Are you going to
So-
confer with your compatriots?
Yeah, so what is the.
Well,
I'm sorry, this back and forth, it's.
It's called
we just-
negotiation.
We don't negotiate back at the convent. So I would love to get an understanding of what is being agreed upon here.
It's not happenstance that I happen to set up shop here in this manufactorum. We tracked the Crypt Stalker here, located its lair, sealed up the tunnel, and just happened to be waiting for the right moment. You, are the right moment. Now, you don't have to. There's no guns to your head. But if you want my lads, do this for me. Let's just say I'll even throw in a free item if you succeed.
I like these odds.
More bodies mean less likeliness of one of us getting shot.
Exactly the case.
Fine.
Right, sister, they had the ecclesiarchy spot down there. You get a free item from it, yeah? We can get you some holy beads or something.
Yes.
There is obviously a limit. I'm not going to give you anything ridiculous. Limit it to 300 credits.
All right, Voss, what you take me for? A cheap date?
400. That's my final offer.
Right. You know, 450 and right, maybe we have dinner after.
It's been a while, Arthur. I never thought you'd ask.
Well, it's a deal then, ain't it?
I like that belt. Where'd you get that?
All right, this belt, yeah, took it off of Farseer, mate. Long time ago.
Sorry, Alexa just
And
started talking.
You like
Are you
it?
looking for belts?
It's nice and shiny.
It is.
And for anybody that hasn't noticed, Arthur is wearing a very fancy belt with a big, bright red gemstone at the front.
Interesting.
Took it off of Farseer, but it's not for sale, nor is it for trade.
Not very rogue trader of you.
Yeah, a little bit more rogue, less trader in this instance again.
Fair, fair. Well, you will need some poisons.
Right, we're to take it alive, not just chop it to pieces.
Of course, alive is what I want. I need to sell it after this. I'm not just paying you to be hunters, I'm paying you to be poachers. Don't know if there's
Well.
a difference. Chris, don't know. Think poachers want to catch the animal, but
Does the creature need all of its legs?
Jane's? Yes, Mum. Does it regrow them? It does. All of its legs are not needed.
Duly noted.
Thank you, Hawkeye. Trappers, not hunters.
Trappers make sense. Thank you.
There we go. Right, so we can take its legs off, but it's got to live. We put it to sleep with poison, bring it back to a cryo tube, freeze it.
I'll handle all the rest. Just knock it out.
Perfect. That we
Once
can
the
do.
coast is clear, we'll even drag it up here ourselves.
Lovely.
All right, is this exchange concluded then? We have to go get some poisons and some additional gear, and then we'll be on our way.
I believe it's concluded.
Lovely.
All right.
Just a formality. I don't know if you're tech priest. I'm sorry, I'm not quite familiar with members of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Do you have any final last will and testaments for your friends, just in case?
Perhaps Wolf and Arthur should get that arranged. As a member of the Order of Our Martyred Lady, a martyr's death is the most honorable death.
So poetic. See my quartermaster? Downstairs, turn left. His private quarters. He'll have the toxins for you. Until then, happy hunting. Happy trapping, I should say.
All right. Well, we'll see you when we get back then. Let's go. And we will leave.
Okay.
All right. So we got another side quest. Capture a worm. Poison it.
Underground.
Underground. Yeah, in its lair.
In its lair.
So capture this creature. We bring it back to her. She's going to give us stuff to help
She'll give you
get the floating Vox array.
Mm-hmm.
she
A
will
bunch
give
of
you
Xenos to help us.
Yes.
one free piece of gear equivalent to value 4, and she will give you more troops for your raid
The assault
on
on
the
the
Vox.
box.
Yes.
Yes.
And Arthur just has to have dinner with her.
Yes, very smooth.
Yeah. Wolf is more shocked that the sister didn't have anything to say once we said we're going to have
So
a mercenary army.
are we getting? We're not getting Croots, are we?
Yes.
Yes.
That is
Mhm.
exactly what he said.
Oh.
And a shaper of the Kroot.
The leader.
Oh.
Belphagus,
interesting.
in your file, because you rolled so high in your investigation check, in that file it does say that Kroot consume the things they kill, and they essentially evolve on the spot, taking that characteristic.
Oh my gosh. So
Okay.
there's
Got it.
xenomorphs mixed with predators.
With
Basically.
Yep.
who are Garrus. They're bird, they're
Yeah.
avian-like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay,
there's
Okay.
There's a
Oh,
type of
shot.
Kroot that Inquisitors will use that they will feed bits of whoever they're interrogating, and it has like
Okay.
mind link to them. I can't remember what
Interesting.
type that's called, but it's real
Dark
weird.
fantasy sci-fi. Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. So, here's the problem. This, and he holds up his last gun. This is more of a killing weapon. So, I'm guessing I'm on baiting duty.
Well, we'll have to figure out what we got to do. Is it eat things? Do I shoot it with an arrow?
Is there, yes, can we trank it?
A little needle dart gun?
I
Exactly.
could probably. All right.
Easy.
I
Then
could
let's go
probably-
pick everything up from the quartermaster.
The quartermaster actually meets you at the bottom of the stairs. Here you
I'm
go.
sorry.
1 needle pistol. Be careful with it. It's quite pungent.
Well, I'm not going to touch that one. Wolf, I think this is yours.
Yeah, he just checks it. Looking at the like I'm assuming they're little darts.
It is a magazine full of syringes, yes, and he gives you another vial of venom or toxin, poison, whatever you want to call it, just in case it takes more than calculated.
It takes more than calculated, and he pats one of the crack grenades he has left. There's other ways to take off limbs.
I don't know much about these calculations. Balfi, can you run calculations and make sure we've got all the right numbers and things, great success and whatnot?
Calculating.
Yeah, he's gonna run. What? I'm not
Right,
sure.
his eyes
yeah.
turns a little rainbow thing from the Macintosh.
Yeah. You see a little loading symbol, and then he spits out the numbers.
It's enough.
All right. Down into another tunnel.
All right, Balfagus, do you know anything about this creature? What you might be able to give us to better deal with it? I know what it is vaguely, but that's about it.
I will check my files.
Give me a,
yeah,
give me a scholar roll. Absolutely.
7 successes.
Cryptworms aren't. They're not rare. They're relatively uncommon, if you wanted to give them a classification. They are large carrion-eating centipedes, approximately the size of a bus.
Size
So
of a
he
what?
would
I'm
relay
sorry.
that.
A bus.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Making sure.
It is an extremely large insect.
Yeah, he'll relay all that info.
We are dealing with a creature the size of 2 Tarogs put together. And I'm
Yes.
supposed to put it to sleep with this, and he holds out the pistol.
Yeah, I just don't miss. It's that easy.
I don't think missing is the problem. I'm wondering if this is enough. Put it down.
I trust Balfi. He ran the numbers. He said it was good. We've got the sister with the flamer if it gets too close.
Yes. I should say that I'm willing to do this, but look, we can try to capture it, but if the thing puts our lives in danger, I'm killing it. I don't care. We'll have to figure out other ways to get assistance, to get the Vox array. I'm not risking our lives for some potential of help when the 4 of us are put here for a greater task.
Well put, sister.
I don't see any difference between this and protecting the fort, but whatever we need to do to complete this task.
Yes.
Right, yeah. I agree with the sister. If it gets too close or gets too dangerous, we just kill it, move on. But what I want to say is, if we do that, we probably want to leave quietly and quickly. I don't think Voss would much care for that.
Well, that's unfortunate for Voss. But
Well, and for my dinner plans, yeah?
Are you really going to risk everything for a dinner, Arthur? With some...
Well,
I
sister,
shall
let's.
hold... For the Emperor, I shall hold my tongue.
Right, if it goes sideways, then sister, you owe me dinner, yeah?
We shall see. If things
All
are
right.
busy toward the end of this job, I may have to go back and
Busy?
and pray.
Yeah, right. We can.
Okay, maybe.
I may have many prayers to do after all of this, as we've done a lot of questionable things
Plans?
on this planet.
Hey, at least she didn't say she already has a boyfriend, so you know.
The Emperor of Mankind. All right, shall we then?
Down into the abyss.
I suppose get these poisons and things and make our way down there.
All right.
So you said in the back of the manufactorum? Words are hard.
Yeah, it was in the back, and they had like sealed off the tunnels.
Got you. I would tell the guardsmen. Do we want to take the guardsmen with us?
I don't want to watch them get eaten.
Yeah, me neither.
They're
I'll
too
tell
sweet.
Arthur, you have any credits on you?
I got a couple hundred. What you need?
Well, I mean, give them something to, some food that they can probably find around here.
There's,
yeah,
there's
no.
food, there's drink.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let the boys have a little fun, eh? Don't go too wild. Voss might have things here that they don't want to get involved in, but they probably will anyways.
Yeah. They don't have much time left on this planet anyway, so whatever fun they can get. might
Yeah,
as
let them
well.
run wild and free, mate.
All right. By the way, I wasn't kidding about the whole possible glassing of this planet. So we should probably get a step on.
Yeah, right. Fuck this planet. I don't really give a fuck about it. Whole place has kind of sucked whole way through.
All right. Get this done fast then.
Wolf and Arthur, you start to head to the back of the manufactorum. You see there's a vault-like door that has been latched closed. And two of the other Rogue Traders members start to unlock it.
As they're unlocking, Balfagus is going to address Sarissa.
Sister, may I speak to you a moment before we descend?
Yes, Balfagus.
And he's going to pull her off to the side to have a slightly more private conversation. He pulls out the sensor and holds it as he speaks to you.
Sister, I cannot determine if this device is an aberration or an iteration. Is it divine or a sign of chaos?
A sign
The
of
knowledge
chaos.
of the ancient stands beyond question. These are our core directives. But yet this device, it does function.
As I've stated, Balfagus, that it goes beyond what is directed. This is a holy relic that was at the site of something tragic but beautiful at the same time. The death of a saint, of somebody who died a death to come back a martyr. This is a symbol for that. Therefore, it has power beyond what either of us may possibly comprehend.
Then you believe faith itself can realign function.
Trying to compute that question. Realign function. Faith itself, yes, can supersede function. Faith can change anything, can change the course of any of our paths.
Do you think I can change?
I think anybody can change.
And you'll see Balficus start to run calculations. You hear his cerebral machine. I just forgot the thing I named myself.
Sigil cortex. Yeah.
You hear the sigil cortex like spin up, and he's considering what you say.
I will not study this any longer. I return it to your order.
And he hands you the sensor.
There are some in the cult mechanicus that believe that perfection is a prototype, though they would not say so out loud. Heretics. But your funeral ritual, it activated this sensor. Your faith activated it. My logic could not.
That is.
And he's
the power.
referring to
the frankincense. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is the power of faith, Balficus. Your order, the Adeptus Mechanicus, they have served the Imperium very well. I do not deny that. But there are things that the Adeptus Sororitas and all of those who serve the Emperor, we have our own functions. And that is our faith that guides us. Always remember that.
Understood.
He says
She take-
standard response and starts writing it down.
She takes the sensor, and you've made the right choice here, Balficus, and I thank you for that. This will serve us in the future. I can assure you.
Yeah, he'll hand it back to you, and he won't say anything more after that.
Yeah, she'll take the sensor and walk with the rest of the group.
Anything from Wolf or Arthur as they're talking?
I shoot this thing, and it keeps charging towards me. You better hack it to fucking bits.
I'll get right in front of you, mate. Don't worry. Yeah, you got the guns. I got the brawn. I'll stand in front of it and hold it there till it passes out.
As the doors start opening, you just hear Wolf go, "My hero," and he cocks the pistol.
That's what I'm here for. Don't forget it.
And as that vault door opens and you hear, you can hear the weight behind it. You're met with a machined tunnel, one that you're familiar with. And the smell of carrion hits you. And we will pick up tomorrow to see what happens with our inquisitorial agents.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Episode 7. Tomorrow, we will be live at 5 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern?
8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Yeah, sorry, quick math. Yeah. 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, episode 7. We're getting to the end of season 1. We'll have to see what happens and how our crew deals with not only the newly jobbed the new contract Crypt Stalker, but the Vox Arc itself. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for episode 7 of Ashes of the Lost. Woo! Let's go, friends.
The Emperor protects.
The Emperor protects. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a good night,
Arthur
With the
protects.
golden throne.
and we'll see you tomorrow.